and long, right? Yep. Nice and straight. Wait for this whistle. Hold. Hold.
It's the ACC champs against the Big Ten champs with a national championship on the line. And it's the Wildcats of Northwestern that start on possession.
Draw controls in this game, I think, are going to be key. This was the deciding factor for Northwestern coming from behind against Boston College, getting those possessions. You see a hard foul and a yellow card to start this game against North Carolina.
Nation's leading scorer. You know she's going to look to go to goal on the power play. Riley Campbell, saved by Betty Nelson. And a quick outlet. North Carolina has numbers. 4-on-3, shorthanded. Do they go to goal? Yes. And Marissa White wasn't ready for it. Delaney Schweitzer, the Northwestern goalie, out of her cage on the clear. And the Wildcats get the ball back.
But Northwestern, they'll get a second chance here to attack. I'd love to see them really work for a better shot opportunity when they are a player up.
Here's Madison Taylor. Great feeder. Does it there. Betty Nelson, 2 early saves to start this game for North Carolina.
Putting a lot of pressure on Ashley Humphrey, who's handling the ball right now. She's the feeder, trying to tie her up.
Looking for her younger sister, Chloe. Couldn't connect. Scramble for the ground ball. And it's won by Northwestern.
We talked about the physical defense for North Carolina. Northwestern is just so they are scrappy. They go at you hard. They put a lot of pressure. They can collapse on double teams and come with some takeaway checks.
Led by number 4 right here, Jane Hansen, the takeaway artist.
And Betty Nelson reading it very well to start this game.
Give credit to Betty Nelson and the defense in front of her.
Her first year playing college lacrosse. You make it to the national championship game. No nerves detected for the Tar Heels goalie. Another freshman, Chloe Humphrey, in attack mode, denied by Delaney Schweitzer. Northwestern still on the power play. Can they cash in? That whizzes wide. A good look. Lucy Monroe just missed the cage. Another opportunity, and this time it finds the back of the net. Abby Locascio opens the scoring, and it's Northwestern who draws first blood.
Locascio gets her 10th goal this season. Finally, Northwestern finding some rhythm. Maddie Taylor, the team's leading assister, wide open. Locaccio's in the middle, just cutting through the seams in the space. When Maddie Taylor has the ball, the defense is hyper-focused on her. She can attack the net, and they just have to, North Carolina as a defense, get on the cutters, get a stick-on-stick. Scored 3 straight goals after UNC ended the first quarter down 4-2. Really impressed with her. I'd like to see everyone work the ball. You can't just be the Chloe Humphrey show, but she definitely put on a show in Friday night's game with 7 goals.
They find Chloe, and she stings the corner. That's more like it for North Carolina. She and you just talked about their slow start in the semifinal before they rattled off 18 unanswered. Chloe Humphrey starting the party.
Chloe Humphrey, the redshirt freshman, unfazed by the brightest lights on the biggest stage. She ties this game up at 1. You can see how much space they're giving Chloe Humphrey, this North Carolina offense, to operate and go to work.
Beats the double team, but it's saved by Schweitzer. What a save by Delaney Schweitzer. Taylor has it. Double team comes in, retreats. Forrest all over Taylor. Still manages to pick the pass. Bolig, save made, Betty Nelson. You both finished your college careers in a national championship game, right?
Mine was a loss, but yes, that is how I finished. But it's a great memory.
You, I'm right there with you.
Misery loves company. Thank you, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.
Kate Levy bounces it home. The head coach's daughter, Kate Levy, fires North Carolina in front.
Kate Levy, a true freshman, 14th goal this season. She leads the team in calls turnovers, does a lot of the dirty work. We saw her score big goals in the ACC tournament. Coming up clutch, a lot of focus is on Ashley and Chloe Humphrey. They need other players offensively to step up, but this starts with a great Betty Nelson save. And we talked all season long that what makes UNC so great is their depth. Look at the clear out here. Gives a complete lane to Cage for Kate Levy to take that on the run. Great protection of the stick, gets strong side. You can see Delaney Schweitzer is well up on that crease.
So many family ties on the field today. Levy has provided such a spark out of the midfield with elite production offensively. But this is a battle of two elite draw teams.
Quick off the restart. Godine goes to goal and scores. Caroline Godine. And that's 3 straight North Carolina goals.
Ashley Humphrey being denied the ball behind. Caroline Godine says she can handle from X. She initiates with a hard drive off of this restart. She catches and attacks right away. That's what gets the defense unsettled in a chaotic situation. And it's that subtle plant step, hesitation, and patience by the junior attacker.
Make it 4 straight draw controls for North Carolina.
Stop the play. And a lot of these whistles in women's lacrosse are all about safety. Any check across the body, dangerous, will be whistled and reset. Can result in an 8-meter like we're going to see right here. Not a great angle here for Eliza Osborne. She's going to be on that hanging hash mark, but she's got an excellent first step. Wouldn't be surprised if she tries to attack to get a better of an angle. Looks like she's in passing mode, though.
It does just that. And now a free position on the opposite side of the arc. Schweitzer, big save off the 8-meter, but a push. So this will be a replay. Patillo explodes in. Schweitzer, the save again.
Delaney Schweitzer coming up big.
20 seconds left in the quarter. Nikki Miles a far away from goal. Working against Brooklyn Walker-Welsh, one of the best defenders in the country. Right on cue. Walker-Welsh pries it free. Northwestern battles for the ball back. Clock continues to run through the whistle. And that will do it for this first quarter.
Another one of those players that Dana highlighted in the Open that did not play last year. So just the injuries that took down this UNC team last year, they've come back healthy and so strong.
Osborne denied by Delaney Schweitzer. Wins it back though off the rebound, keeps it alive for North Carolina. Now 5 saves for Schweitzer. We were just talking about her heroics. Godine finds Ashley Humphrey. Feeds it back inside, and Marissa White fires it home.
Carolina starting strong to open this second quarter. Marissa White, she had bobbled a few of the possessions. This time she's able to connect. Godine gets it inside to Ashley Humphrey. She draws that double team and dishes it in. Her passing ability, Humphrey, has been absolutely amazing. Another record-breaking season for her. Love White. She has to catch that ball down by her kneecaps, brings it up, throws in the fake, and that's where she has the patience.
This is a Northwestern offense that loves to utilize the pick game on the elbows, on the wings. They like to use that 2-player game, cause miscommunication within a defense.
They did it just there to get Taylor the ball, a collision. And this will earn Madison Taylor a free position where she has been so dynamic this season.
Typically likes to run this in, attacks at full speed, heading to net.
The nation's leading scorer, charging in, denied. Didn't get a clean look. The collapse from Carolina was brilliant.
Really nice take. I don't know how she was able to get her hands free.
Vergano, shooting space was whistled before Vergano released it. Vergano, the Virginia Tech transfer, moved to North Carolina to play in games like these. National championships. Bouncer low. Delaney Schweitzer read it the whole way.
She's been playing a high arc today. She's trying to take away the angle. And as the double team goes, they've got to spread out more, because that's what makes the slides longer and it makes it more difficult to recover.
And Taylor draws contact again. One-on-one with Betty Nelson. Nelson got a piece of it and keeps it out.
The goalies have absolutely come to play in this matchup.
As long as you're shooting, you know that they're going to eventually fall. So for her, the great news is that she's getting those opportunities.
And you've got to have a quick memory.
The Humphrey sister connection. Ashley to Chloe. For the 30th time this season, the two sisters connect, and this time they do it on the sport's biggest stage.
Ashley Humphrey ties her own record that she set in 2022, NCAA single season assists, now at 88, but it starts with Betty Nelson's save right in the center. And this is what makes Ashley Humphrey such an elite passer. She could have shot that ball.
A pass is just a pass until somebody puts it in the back of the net. And I thought that was so clear. I mean, but the key is the players around her know that she will dish them the ball if they're open and they get in the space that they can score.
And a lot of that comes with trust. And trust is built with repetition.
To be able to pass the ball in space before the attackers get there. That's next level.
And here's Chloe.
Great clear out, but it just took a little too long to set that up. Northwestern was able to already set the slide, so she wasn't able to get a good look. And now they're on the biggest stage.
And they are rolling right now. Northwestern, more than 15 minutes without a goal. It's allowed Carolina to score 5 unanswered. Looking for more here. And Eliza Osborne, another freshman. Osborne does not come from a lacrosse hotbed. Castle Rock, Colorado, went to Valor Christian, but they're no stranger to producing star-studded players. Christian McCaffrey, a Valor Christian grad. Great save by Schweitzer. Delaney Schweitzer, Sheehan, is keeping Northwestern in this game. How do you ignite this offense, Charlotte?
You've got to continue to draw double teams, and a lot of that starts with Madison Taylor, but you've got to set yourself up with space to operate.
Right on cue! Northwestern needed that. Nearly 17 minutes without a goal, and finally, there's a breakthrough for the Wildcats.
Taylor Lapointe perfectly executes the two-player game on the wing. She slips right off as the double team jumps, steps in, rips. Number 18, Ashley Humphrey, is operating at the top of the 8-meter arc, trying to use that face guard as a pick.
They clear it out for Chloe, goes lefty. Schweitzer makes another save. 5th save of the quarter, 9th in this first half for Delaney Schweitzer. Sammy White goes down. Contact but no call. North Carolina number. Schweitzer out of her cage. What a back check. Jade Hansen to the rescue. A power play kill here, woman down. Ashley Humphrey finds Marissa White. Schweitzer got it with her foot. Delaney Schweitzer picks up where she left off. Sam Smith thinking about going to goal shorthanded. She was on her way there, dispossessed. Northwestern wins it back with Nikki Miles. Here's Chloe Humphrey. Splits 2, draws the foul, and Chloe Humphrey earns herself a free position.
But I can see that utilizing time could be beneficial, but if I'm her, I'm going to cage.
And she does. Schweitzer there to meet it. 11 saves for Delaney Schweitzer. The veteran goalkeeper single-handedly keeping Northwestern in this national championship. Sam Smith goes shorthanded and scores! What a swing of momentum! A shorthanded goal for Northwestern. And it all started with Schweitzer.
Schweitzer is stealing these saves. Chloe Humphrey mixes up her shot, but this time she goes high. Schweitzer reads it, and this is just perfection. Good explosion step. She keeps it in the goal circle, which is key. Quick clear out, and Sam Smith, the gamer of all gamers, Kelly Imani Hiller's words, takes it down and scores. Switch to the hands and just delivers a much-needed goal and brings this within 2. You just want to look for a good opportunity. Now, don't pass up good looks to Cage, but wait for a really high percentage look.
Ashley Humphrey, 3 assists today, looking for a 4th. Schweitzer to the rescue again.
Unbelievable composure by Delaney Schweitzer. It appears that nothing is phasing her. She's not biting for anything.
Vergano feeds it in. From in close, Chloe Humphrey. It's a hat trick. A record-breaking season continues for the freshman Chloe Humphrey. She has 3 of Carolina's 6 goals in this championship game.
Playing her best lacrosse when it matters most. Watch the way she steps into the gap right here. She knows that she has a sliver of space on the inside, but she doesn't cut out of the 8 meter. She stays right in that pocket and handles the pressure. This is the patience that this offense has that sets up these high percentage opportunities. They wait to set up the dodging lane that they like the best.
Humphrey flips it to Vergano on the run, blows it by Schweitzer. It's an absolute flamethrower from Olivia Vergano. A lefty hammer for Vergano's 38th goal of the season.
Vergano, when she gets time and room, she generates the power, the sidearm rip, top corner, UNC up 7-3.
Coming out of the timeout, tons of pressure, and Northwestern steals it away.
And who else but Jane Hansen, who does it again.
Madison Taylor looking for something in transition. Sam Forrest is there. Simultaneous whistle. That's a good goal for Northwestern in transition. Lucy Monroe, who scored the first goal in the 4th quarter comeback in the semifinal, notches a goal there. Could be a shot in the arm for this Wildcats team.
Jane Hansen has been wreaking havoc on the defensive end and in transition for this Northwestern team. She has blazing speed after she perfectly times that takeaway check. And then it's Lucy Monroe who finds the off-ball seam in transition when they have numbers. Madison Taylor has been facing the ultimate amount of pressure from Sam Forrest, but she's able to handle it and dish.
Sammy White did just that to keep possession for the Wildcats. Good save, Betty Nelson. Battle for the rebound. Nelson shoved. And it's going to be Tar Heels possession. Now, Tar Heels head coach Jenny Levy advocated for a rule change that would make the sport 6 versus 6 instead of 7 versus 7. Getting that here. Kate Levy. Schweitzer the save. A season high 13 saves for Delaney Schweitzer on the sport's biggest stage. Here's Kaylee Harden with a head of steam. Spins into a double team. Passes out of it through contact. Fed inside. Delaney Schweitzer there to meet it again. 14 saves for Delaney Schweitzer.
Go to Cage hard, but then the open players need to present themselves in a space where they can receive the pass and get a good look.
Right here, the double is here on Madison Taylor. They've got to become options for her.
Tried to feed it to Nikki Miles, couldn't connect. And it's another empty possession for Northwestern. One of them here, Chloe Humphrey, going against the veteran Sammy White. 5 seconds to shoot. Chloe in attack mode, on the run, releases it right as the shot clock expires. This is going to be very close. The officials have already said they will initiate a video review to see if the ball left Chloe Humphrey's stick. Now, it doesn't need to be in the back of the net before zeros, but it does need to be out of the stick.
Has to be released by that. Exactly right, Jay.
This is going to be very close.
She just can will herself to cage.
And right there, the ball is still in her stick.
So smart play call by the officials to look at that.
And Madison Taylor, the nation's leading scorer, has it here, 25 in black, still scoreless. Feeds it inside. Great look. Stuffed on the doorstep. Betty Nelson says no.
Feels like North Carolina is trying to slow things down a little bit.
Here's Chloe Humphrey. Has a step. Schweitzer got a piece of it.
She can go from either wing, top center, behind the cage, off the dodge, but it's the spacing.
They go right back to Chloe. She feeds it. Kylie Motai. Schweitzer keeps it out again. Scramble for the rebound. Northwestern has it.
And putting on the pressure. Great double team and good pass out of that.
Godine squeezes it to Osborne, who scores. And North Carolina takes a 4-goal lead.
Eliza Osborne is a fearless competitor, just a freshman. The number 6 overall recruit heading into North Carolina. Godine finds her on the back door, and she takes the high IQ shot placement.
What a goal! Osborne again! Eliza Osborne, 2 goals in 9 seconds. You can't do it any better than that.
Eliza Osborne is just smooth in transition. Been sensational getting with the draw control wins this year. Chipping in the offensive end, 35 goals. Picks this one up on the run. Her head is up. She's got great speed. Not much of an angle. This is outside that 8-meter. This time she paints the post. It's all about the center person taking the draw control. That Sophie Student in particular, she just listens to wherever she tells her to go. She relies on that and puts herself in the right place at the right time. She's come up with some key possessions.
Vergano cashes in on the power play, and North Carolina is rolling.
Vergano, the transfer from Virginia Tech, is shining. She's got an outside hammer. This time she dodges on the unsettled recovering D, and she cans it from mid-range.
Still 7 minutes and 45 seconds. We saw how Northwestern could just pile on the scoring against Boston College coming from behind. They've got to attack it now. It starts with this possession.
And the message out of the Northwestern timeout, Sheehan, was just that. We need possession and we need the draw control.
Right on cue. They get the draw. They score the goal. Don't blink. 12-second immediate answer for Northwestern. And the Wildcats not backing down in this 4th quarter.
Lacrosse is a game of runs, and you can score in the blink of an eye. Madison Taylor handles the triple team, and Lucy Monroe presents herself above goal line extended. And right here, she takes an extra step towards the interior, giving her a better angle.
Do it again, Sammy!
And they're going to go back to Humphrey in this same matchup.
3 seconds on 19 left.
And now they call 3 seconds against Sam Smith. Chloe Humphrey winds up, lets it go, beats Schweitzer. The freshman delivers. Chloe Humphrey's 90th goal of the season. 4 of them coming today in the national championship, and Dad John is loving it in that Tar Heels fan section.
How can you not love that shot? Step and rip, it clocks in at 70 miles per hour. 90th goal this season. Breaking UNC scoring records as just a freshman. Step rip against Delaney Schweitzer that's had a spectacular day. All about power. She has just such a arsenal of different shots.
Kate Levy keeps North Carolina on possession. Trying to squeeze it into Chloe again, a foul call. Humphrey through contact. Sammy White comes up with the ground ball for Northwestern. Wildcats running out of time though, under 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Sheehan, to your point, North Carolina was able to take a lot of their starters out of that game early in the second half.
Chloe Humphrey had 7 goals and didn't even play the fourth quarter.
Jane Hansen, the defender, stays on offense and scores. It would take a miracle for Northwestern to come back, but it starts with one.
It starts with one. It starts with connecting all units on the field. And in the blink of an eye, they go from defense to offense. Sammy White was able to collect the ball on the end line. And these defenders stay on. It's Mary Carroll connecting with Jane Hansen. Carroll holds on to it, draws 2. And I love that Hansen presented herself as a target, Sheehan.
Time not on their side. Attack mode the rest of the way. Madison Taylor draws contact, no call. North Carolina has it.
But they know that they're going to have Northwestern have to be a little bit more aggressive. They need the ball back. So catch them running.
And you can see the Northwestern double team is going to everybody in desperation.
Right on the doorstep, Kylie Moe-Tice might have just secured another national championship for North Carolina. The Tar Heels doubling up Northwestern 12-6.
3 goals in the regular season meeting for Moe-Tice, but this starts with Chloe Humphrey. The takeaway check, that was nice, that was clean. And Moe-Tice, talk about throwing in some fakes. She takes her time, pump, 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 and score.
Speaking of magic, North Carolina 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from completing an undefeated 22-0 national championship. Schweitzer, 17th save. She has been the hero for Northwestern. What has impressed you more over the course of this season, North Carolina's defense or their offense? As Sam Smith breaks through, Wildcats not going away, the Big Ten champs.
I'd say the offense has stolen it for me, the attention from UNC, but their defense has been spectacular. And today, this may be a defense wins championship, but Northwestern's not going to be given up right now. They're fighting to the end. They love this hard fight. Sam Smith with the rocket. 3-year starter for them.
Quick restart and North Carolina scores with a Dee Foster. So Northwestern, that is their 4th goal of this 4th quarter after scoring only 4 in the first 3 quarters combined. Just left it too late.
A little too late in getting it going. We know anything about this Northwestern team, it is that they will fight till the end. And Foster, the freshman, 12th goal this season. A little bit of split dodge. Increases her angle by stepping in. Nice bouncer.
Now this could be the start of a special run like Northwestern did when they won 5 in a row from 2005 to 2009. The perfect season is complete. North Carolina, national champions again.